This class is self-driving car class. The goal is to cover the essential part of the technology that go into the self-driving car and introduce all the basics to the students. And hopefully, after this class, they know enough and they can get into a job market as a self-driving car engineer. We built a small town and have tried to make it as close to real as we can, and so that students can use this to test their algorithm and test the cars and try to make it as real as possible.
Our goal was to get it to drive without having to be touched, no human interaction. We hit go and we just leave it. The class started off with lane following, and then we had to train it to figure out where all the stop signs and stop lights are. There's a lot of image processing, figuring out how to deal with all of these pieces of hardware. We've had a lot of fun with this little figure eight. We made all these paper buildings and had a lot of fun running them over every so often when we were debugging all of our issues.
So I thought, if I could build it inside and smaller scale, even if the cars run into each other, then nothing is going to break. But just with this RC car, probably $400 a piece, it can do 70% of what we need to do for a self-driving car. I think it's unique. It's as close as it gets. You don't have to build a real city. You don't have to have real cars driving.
What's easy is testing. We can, on a computer, put in some practice data, run our algorithm on it, and get the result we want. But when running live on the car, it's always going to find an image it never saw before, and always a spike of noise that we didn't anticipate. We have to somehow make our hand-coded algorithms work with all the possible scenarios it could be in. Our car did the best it's ever done. It ran for about 10, 14 minutes without any human interaction. We think with a little more practice, we'll be able to let it run for a whole hour without touching it.
I think the automobile industry is moving into high-tech technology. That's perfect for our major, and we need to prepare our students for that kind of challenge. Those big automobile companies are recruiting electrical and computer engineers. If they ever go to interview for a job, they will have the right kind of vocabulary. Self-driving car technology is definitely the future.